Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out instantmudcoins.com and use code ZERK for 20% off. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my most feared predictions. Now, I will say this, guys. So last year we had, of course, with the most feared. That came out around mid-October. So my guess as to when most feared is going to be coming out, EA has not said anything about it just yet, so I don't believe it's coming this week. I believe it's going to be next week, and more than likely, probably next Friday. Usually promos like this tend to drop on Fridays. My guess is most feared is going to be next Friday. Now, when it comes to players on my list for today, I'm not necessarily going to be saying this player is going to get this overall, this player is going to be a master. Sometimes I will say that, but I'm just basically going over players that I think we could potentially see in the promo overall, not just like this is going to be a higher overall card, this is going to be lower overall, just in general. I think these guys could get upgrades. Now, of course, last year, guys, we had 3 different categories for most feared. We had scary sharp, scary strong, and scary fast. Now, of course, with those, we actually had 2 hero cards for each category. So for Scary Sharp, we had 2 92 overalls, Travis Frederick and Earl Thomas. We also had Scary Strong, where we had Ndamukong Suh and Cam Newton. And then we had Scary Fast, where we had Denzel Ward and Tyler Lockett. And then we had 2 Master cards, which were Peyton Manning and Ray Lewis. So just keep that in mind when I'm going over these predictions, and let me know down below who you guys think we could potentially see in this promo. But I do want to give a shout out to Sean Veach for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below Nota Gang. So with that being said, let's get right into it. You guys have been staring at Anthony Barr now for a little bit here. So yes, Anthony Barr, I believe, is going to be getting a most feared card, or at least I would like to see him in the most feared promo. He does tend to get a most feared card, being 6'5", and I believe that he tore his pec, I want to say, or maybe his shoulder. I think it was his pec, and I believe he is out, if not for the season, for a very, very long time this season. So Anthony Barr being injured, I think that kind of does help his case to get an upgrade here with the fact that he is injured. And in general, I think he would still get this upgrade either way. Anthony Barr, of course, being 6'5", and kind of a most feared standard, I guess you could say, given not a lot of people like to use their linebackers this year, because using linebackers doesn't work as well using a defensive back this year. It's just kind of unfortunate how it works out. But Anthony Barr, I think could see a pretty decent upgrade, given he's a 78 overall with 80 speed. Maybe they give him like a 90 or so. I don't think he'd be like a hero, like a 92. Maybe they give him like a 90 or an 89. Could be some pretty good speed. Now, they always tend to give a really, really fast wide receiver at least a decent upgrade, whether it be John Ross or Henry Ruggs this year. I think it's between those two, and I think we may see Ruggs as a rookie player that a lot of people are kind of excited about. He doesn't have a rookie premiere, and he doesn't have an upgrade yet, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Henry Ruggs get maybe a mid-80, maybe like an 82, 81 overall in the promo. Probably not much higher than that, but still, he's going to be really, really fast, of course. As a 75 overall with 89 speed, I'm hoping if they make him like an 82, 83 overall, he's at least around maybe 92 speed. Maybe they push and do 93. We'll see. Now, another player that is kind of accustomed to getting most feared upgrades is Khalil Mack, and I think that this year we could potentially see another upgrade to Khalil Mack in most feared and kind of take over again as the best left outside linebacker in the game. But something that's kind of interesting, if you guys noticed this for the past couple years, there are 2 players for left outside linebackers that have almost been like linked at the hip when it comes to their upgrades. That's Khalil Mack and Von Miller. Now, Mack did get a +1 overall from Team of the Week, so keep that in mind. He technically can get up to 89 overall right now because of that +1 with Team of the Week. Of course, it's powered up. This 87 goes to 88 plus that 1, he goes to 89. Meanwhile, Von Miller is injured and I believe out for the season, or at least out for a long part of the season if he does come back at the end. So, with Von being injured, will they give it to Von Miller instead of Khalil Mack this year? I'm not quite sure, or maybe they have Von Miller planned for something else. But either way, I think we're going to get one of those two. I think Mack, just because Mack is kind of used to getting a most feared card, but don't be surprised if we see a Von. Another player that we're kind of used to seeing with most feared is Calais Campbell. By the way, there also were some limited time cards last year, including Calais Campbell. We also had an LTD Dante Hall and a Le'Veon Bell. So expect to see some LTDs in this promo as well. Calais Campbell, I think we're going to see in here. Obviously, he's 6'8". He's an absolute just giant. So I think he's going to get an upgrade. Hasn't got an upgrade yet. Has a pretty solid card. And I think that an upgraded version of Calais Campbell would be pretty good. But I need to see that pass rush up a little bit. Maybe he ends up getting a 92 overall. And we see that power move shoot up to like 89, 90, and then that block shed goes up as well. If this man's kicking out like 93, 94 block shed, that would be crazy with probably like an 88, 89 power move. Probably a pretty good card. And another player I would love to see an upgrade to is Derrick Henry. We have seen a lot of Derrick Henrys in years past and most feared, and I think that after he's established himself in the NFL last year, starting off this year with an 87 overall card, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Derrick Henry maybe in the scary strong category as the 92 overall. Spoiler, there's going to be another running back on this list. Don't freak out just yet. I'm pretty sure a certain team's fans would have flipped out at me if I didn't put their player on this list as well. But Derrick Henry, I think is probably going to get a most feared, and I really like with most feared promo. If you guys didn't know, a big thing with the most feared promo is that during Halloween, for 2 days, last year I think it was started on the 30th and it ran for 48 hours, players get enraged. Their stats actually get increased, and also they get taller. So we're going to have like a 7'6" Derrick Henry if he gets an upgrade. Now, I do think we are going to see a quarterback with this promo, and I really think it's between two quarterbacks here, in Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes. And I'll explain exactly why I'm not going to put Mahomes on this list. You'll see here in a couple players why Mahomes isn't on this list, but I think that it's really between the two of them. Mahomes just got a +1 overall with the Team of the Week. I do know that Russell Wilson has a Team of the Week as well. He got a +1, but Russell Wilson only got the +1 to an 89 overall. Mahomes goes up to a 90 overall already in his power up. So will they give Mahomes just a 92, so +2 overall, or they give Russ the +3? See, now Russell Wilson now can go up to 89 overall. I think it would probably go to Russ, and also Russell Wilson has also gotten most feared cards in the past. I think it's going to be Russ, but 1 second, you'll see why I don't think it's going to be Mahomes. And the main reason why I don't think it's going to be Mahomes, not just the fact that he has a higher overall card than Russell Wilson, is because I think Tyreek Hill is going to get a card in this promo. Tyreek Hill doesn't have an upgrade just yet, and obviously he is a most feared, scary, fast player. Now, last year we got Tyler Lockett. I think we can see Tyreek Hill this year. He has 90 speed, 90 acceleration at his 87 overall. So if they bring him up to 92 overall, they could really get people drawn in to try and get Tyreek. If they give him like, I'm not asking for +5 speed because that'd be crazy. +4 maybe, up to 94 speed. I mean, then you'd be at powered up 95 speed. Then you'd have 97 speed with Sprinter. And if you have a theme team, I think you'd be able to give him the 99 speed. That would be wild. Probably not that high speed then. Maybe we see like a 93 speed Tyreek Hill at 92 overall. But I think Tyreek is going to get an upgrade here. And yes, I think we're also going to get a Travis Kelce. Another reason why I don't think we're going to get Mahomes is because I think we're also going to see a Travis Kelce upgrade. Now, I really wanted to put Kittle in this, but honestly, I think it's going to be Kelce because Kelce only has the 85 overall. Kittle has an 87, and Kittle just got a +1 with Team of the Week. So Kittle actually can go up to 88 overall, and Travis Kelce is still only an 85. Now, which category would he fall under for this? I don't think he's a scary fast or a scary strong type player, so I guess he would have to fall under scary sharp for most feared, because I don't really think he's scary fast or scary strong, so I don't know if they can necessarily fit him into one of these categories or just throw him in here as like a Night Guardian. They've done that kind of promo before, but I think this is the time when we're gonna get Kelce. And yes, Saints fans, as I said, Alvin Kamara is going to get an upgrade. He has to get an upgrade in most feared. He could have potentially got the LTD for this previous week when they gave it to AJ Green because he had an insane year a couple of years ago in, I think it was 2018. He had like 3 touchdowns, 180 total yards. And also Alvin Kamara had a really good week just 2 weeks ago where he could have got the Team League upgrade there. So they've definitely been saving him for something, and I think they're saving him for the most feared promo. So we may see Kamara and Derrick Henry, 2 pretty good backs, get good upgrades. And as for the final regular player that I think we could potentially see an upgrade to, I'm going to go with Aaron Donald. Now, here's the thing. Yes, Aaron Donald did get the Team of the Week +1, right? So we can go to a 90 overall, but Donald is like one of those guys that are always in most feared, kind of similar to Khalil Mack. They're like always in most feared, but because Donald is in 90, I think he's going to get an LTD. I think we're going to see another most feared Aaron Donald, which we have seen in years past as well. So I think that with Donald being here at a 90 overall, does it hurt his chances of getting in the promo? I don't necessarily think so, because Donald is kind of like a staple point. Now, Mahomes has a 90 overall as well, so maybe we still see Mahomes slid in here, because I do think we're going to see Donald, but I think they're saving Mahomes for something else, and I believe that Russell Wilson probably would likely get the upgrade. We're already getting an upgrade to a right end, I think anyways, with Calais Campbell, but I still would not be surprised to see Aaron Donald slide in here as well. And now let's get into the Masters for most feared. Who do I think we're going to see? One offense, one defense, and I actually have kind of two defense here. Some people they could pick between, but offensively, I think we may see a Randy Moss. Moss is not in the game just yet. Moss has gotten the most feared card before. You guys can see this card was disgusting. 94 speed, 93 acceleration. This is actually back in Madden 18. I do think that Moss is coming in the game soon. Is he going to be a part of the 50? Or will he be most feared? To be determined, but I also think we could see a Calvin Johnson. But I'm going to go with Randy Moss. And I know a lot of people have been talking about Cam Chancellor this year, and a lot of people have been saying get one for Team of the Week. I even said he could potentially get one for Team of the Week a couple of weeks ago. But can we see a Cam Chancellor, man? Can we see a Cam Chancellor with most feared? It would be beautiful to see Cam Chancellor return, and as a master in most feared. This would be a really, really good upgrade, but the thing is, we don't know if they have his rights. However, the other player that I think we could potentially see for the most feared defensive master, they do have his rights. And that player is Derek Thomas. Now, you guys can see I'm actually back on old Mudhead. This is Madden 25 Mudhead. So old that, like, the card art's starting to load anymore, so unfortunately can't see the card art on this Derek Thomas card. But we do know from the article that I did a video on, I think a couple of weeks ago now, they have the rights to Derek Thomas. So I think that this is where they could slide in Derek Thomas as the defensive master for most feared. I think this would be a really, really good time to give us Derek Thomas. Last year, we did get a linebacker in Ray Lewis, and we got Peyton Manning. I think we could see another linebacker, but an outside linebacker, and a wide receiver in Randy Moss. I don't know about you guys, but a Randy Moss and Cam Chancellor, or a Randy Moss and Derek Thomas most feared sounds amazing to me. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like on the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I'll see you guys next time.